position is under attack.
Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Battlefield Top Plays. Today we've got the same format as last week, 5 clips, and then the top 5 sniping clips of the week as well. So kicking us off today at number 1, we have a clip sent in from Who's Dog, and he is going to be playing Conquest Large on Flood Zone in the Z11 Scout helicopter. As we can see starting off the clip, he's focusing his attention onto the roof, taking out that transport helicopter and then mopping up a couple of the bailing infantry. In doing so, he also allows the snipers that did actually manage to get to the top of the roof to lay down a bit of a foundation, and as he comes round the side of the tower block, surprise surprise, you have a whole nest of really influential snipers, of course, and he takes all of them down, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what I love to see, snipers on top of roofs getting taken out. All of them get mowed down. We skip forward in the clip a little bit to see him repeat the feat against more than likely the same group of people, and then he sets to work on the transport helicopter as well, mowing down the guy that was piloting that and then taking out 2 of the bailing parachuters as well. Flood Zone is renowned for this sort of stuff, but the accuracy involved in this clip was fantastic. At number 2 today, we have a clip sent in from FreshShow. I assume that's how you pronounce your name. Now this is a clip straight from my heart. MG4, smoke and C4. You either love this stuff or hate it on Battlefield 4, but there's no doubt that it is extremely effective. Throwing a smoke down and then lobbing some C4 around the corner. This guy picks up near enough 11 kills, racking up a massive point streak and capping the flag in the process, before turning around with his MG4 and annihilating a whole host of enemies that were standing outside of the lift. Unfortunately, this is where the clip ends, so I'm only assuming he died afterwards, but a great clip nonetheless. Next up today, we have a clip sent in from StreetBass. Really, that's the best I can do. I'm not sure where you come up with these sort of names. It probably means something in German, and I have absolutely no clue, and I've just embarrassed myself or something like that. But nevertheless, he's going to pull off a really nice rendezvous on a pursuing jet. Playing Operation Firestorm on Conquest, that is something that we see a fair amount of. A rendezvous on a pursuing jet, but that's not why the clip is here. He picks up an enemy attack helicopter in the distance, and with his second shot picks him off as well. A superb double rendezvous, and he keeps his jet, and he can keep on going to increase his streak. A really nice play. Number 4 today, we have the most common entrant on the top plays. It's Metal Slug, and here he is again with another superb infantry play, playing TDM on Operation Locker. He has pulled off a daring flank around the outside, going through snow lane and just picking off these 2 enemies. As you always know, when you flank, you get shot in the back. So he's playing it safe, taking 2 of them down, and he's actually playing as an engineer. And as I look through the clip, he has an MBT law as well, which is a pain in the ass to play against, I can tell you, because those things will wreck if you fire it at an infantry's face. So along with the flank, he drops down, and due to the perk that he's got, he has 2 grenades, launches 2 M67s in, picks up a whole host of kills. The guys come out of the side wondering what the hell's happening to their team that's all dying. He mops them up with his MP7 and silenced G18. Both guns being silenced, in fact, he can go on this flank and destroy all the enemies without them even knowing this happened. He rips them to shreds, and in the meantime, his team is actually pushed up, taking this section of the map back. Takes out a couple more before expertly dodging behind this pillar, outplaying that guy entirely, before proning and just getting a little bit of a reload in. Pops into the kitchen, takes out 1 more guy, and then unfortunately when he does push this little area looking for another flank, he does get taken out, but he did only have 30 health left. A brilliant play and a fantastic flank. Number 5 today, we have something a little bit different sent in from Znools. Now this is something that I'm really happy to see. I've never been sent in a gunner clip before, and playing propaganda in the tank, of course, with a fairly decent tanker in the driver's seat, it does make this sort of stuff slightly easier. However, he is going to be put under pressure quite a bit as the enemy team is pushing Charlie flag, as they always do on this map. Using the incendiary as his secondary weapon in the gunner seat, he pulls off a really nice streak, racking up a whole host of kills. I'm only showing a highlight of a small part of the game where it did get fairly hectic, and his accuracy throughout is also fantastic. Using the incendiary just to block off little areas of the map that he doesn't want enemies to peek from, he then waits for them to pop their head out and then takes them out with supreme accuracy. Once again, pushing this side of the map, you notice that they've got an RPG squad in this broken down house, get hit by 2 RPGs, but he's quick to dispatch them with a mixture of the incendiary and the HMG. A fantastic play, picking up a couple more kills just towards the end of the clip. Really nice work. Okay, so now we're on to the second part of today's episode, the top 5 sniping clips that I've been sent in over the past couple of weeks. Kicking us off today at number 1, we have a clip sent in from Green. Couldn't find your YouTube channel, so if you could be so good to link it to me down below, and I'll make sure it appears in the description. Starting off with the gold Magnum, playing TDM, nothing that special, pulls off a couple of kills, but this is why the clip is in here. Spots a guy above him on the ledge, jumps up and no-scopes him in the face. I have absolutely no idea how he has pulled that off, but that is one of the most incredible bits of no-scoping that I've seen on this game. Next up, we have a clip sent in from Zerator. He's going to be playing on Sunken Dragon and spawns in on a squad mate. Finds himself under a bit of pressure from a guy behind him, and while moving along on the quad bike, snipes the guy's head clean off. Let's watch that again in slow motion. He had hardly any target to aim at. He was moving and bouncing around, and he still took the guy out. A superb bit of accuracy. Next up today, we have a clip sent in from Rambi, or Ramble, I assume it's Rambi actually, pulling a really nice streak off on Battlefield 3 Operation Metro. He's got the M40A5 silenced, partnered up with the iron sights, which is quite an unusual combination, but he makes it look incredibly effective, pulling up a massive streak here. Great accuracy. The enemy has absolutely no clue he's here as he flanks them. Unfortunately, at this point, they do realise he's here after he gets that large point streak. No matter, just peeking from side to side, he takes out a few more enemies before unfortunately getting taken down. A really nice flank and some fantastic accuracy with an unusual setup. Well done. Number 3 today, we have the Quarreler, second week in a row for him. Playing on Gulf of Oman Battlefield 3, he spawns in the jet. Unfortunately for him, he gets sniped out. We all know what's happened there. There's some guy sitting in a tower aiming at the spawn and waiting for people to spawn in jets. These people I like to think of as the scum of the battlefield, and the Quarreler does exactly what all of us would like to be able to do. Spawns straight back into the jet and then uses the ejector seat to fire himself up into the air and snipes the guy clean out of his tower, picking up the sweetest revenge kill that I think I've ever seen on the battlefield. Fantastic. Finally up today, we have a clip sent in from Lycan Matt. He's going to be playing Propaganda, defending on a game of Rush, and pulls off a really nice 10-man on all of these, well, either camping or some of the moving enemies. That guy gets a bullet right to the back and then picks up a hit marker on that guy, but then takes him a clean out with his second shot, and then gets a triple on those enemies on the floor, pulling off a nearly 1400 large point streak. Fantastic stuff, and also cleaning it out for his teammates. Watching again in slow motion, getting that triple on all those guys on the floor. Not something you see every day with a sniper rifle. Although saying that, we did see it last week with Naples, so the competition's pretty high at the minute. Thank you for watching this week's top plays. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below and let me know what you want to see next week. We're actually going to have a top 5 lucky shots section at the end of next week's top plays. If you have any, please send them in. I've already got quite a few that have been sent in to me. If you've also sent in top plays that are older than 3 months old and I haven't featured them yet, the chances are that I've either deemed them not good enough, which would be unfortunate, or I have actually missed them, because I do get sent in a lot of stuff on the email, and a lot of stuff as well that I have to instantly throw out as well, because people just send in huge amounts of montages and things and I haven't got the time to go through them. So feel free to send them in again, or hit me up on Twitter. That would be a better place to get hold of me for sending in content. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode.